Hello and welcome to ICSE Class 10 Maths tutorial. Today we are going to solve a specimen paper given by ICSE Council, ICSE Board. A specimen question paper for 2022. Alright. Today I'm going to discuss questions from coordinate geometry. Today, reflection. So before we start, आइए आपको एक शायर की कुछ लाइन सुनाता हूँ. शायर कहता है, कभी गिरते तो कभी गिर के संभलते रहते, कभी गिरते तो कभी गिर के संभलते रहते, बैठे रहने से तो बेहतर था कि चलते रहते, बैठे रहने से तो बेहतर था कि चलते रहते. ये तो अच्छा हुआ दुनिया की रविश पर न चले, ये तो अच्छा हुआ दुनिया की रविश पर न चले, वरना मौसम की तरह तुम भी बदलते रहते, वरना मौसम की तरह तुम भी बदलते रहते. Thank you. Okay, the first question is, this is ICSE Semester 2 examination, specimen question paper, mathematics, and this is for the year 2022. Maximum marks 40. Section E. Attempt all questions from this section. Question number 1. In question number 1, there are 10 sub-questions. 10 sub-questions. 10 marks, 1 mark each, MCQ. The first question is, and see the instruction, choose the correct answers to the questions from the given options. Do not copy the question. Write the correct answer only. And the first question is, the point 30 is invariant under reflection in. There are 4 options. First, origin. Second, x-axis, which is B. A option is origin. B option is x-axis. C option is y-axis. And D option is both x and y-axis. So these are the 4 options. Alright. Now, how to choose the correct option? How shall we come to know this is the correct answer? For that, we need to have the knowledge of the topic. If you know this subtopic, then you can answer any question. All right. So, what is an invariant point? Let me first explain to you what is an invariant point, and then we will choose the correct answer. This is x-axis, y-axis, and in our case the point is given. I'm not going in much detail. Already I have made one video on this reflection. That video you can watch. Here I'm focusing the question. What is the question? The question is, I'm focusing on the question. The question is the point 30. Suppose 1, 2, 3. This is the point. I'm calling this point as P. Alright. So P and the coordinates are 30. 3 and 0. Alright. 30. The point P, I'm calling this. They have not given P. They have given only the coordinates. So the point I'm calling it P30. if you plot, here is this is the location of the point 3 0, y coordinate is 0, so the point will be on the x-axis. Now the question is, the point P30 is invariant under reflection in origin A, x-axis B, y-axis C option, and both x and y-axis, that is D option. Which one is correct? So let's first understand the meaning of being invariant. First, let us find out the reflection of the point P in the y-axis. That means the mirror is here. Alright, so its reflection will be somewhere here. If I call this as P dash, then P dash will be how much? Minus 3 and 0. Is it? Minus 3, 0. Alright, this here there is mirror, and this distance is equal to this distance. Alright, so the reflection of the point P30 in the y-axis is P dash minus 3, 0. What about if the point P30 is reflected in the x-axis itself? So if the point P is reflected in the x-axis, the reflected point P dash will be here only. Here only. The same point. The image and the point both are same. So P dash will also be 3, 0. Got it? So you understood? Fine. So and the question is choose the correct answer. The point 30 is invariant. Invariant means the image of this point P should be the same. Is that going to happen when the point P is reflected in the y-axis? No, because when the point P is reflected in the y-axis, the image is minus 3, 0. It's not the same. That means the point P is not an invariant point when it is reflected in the y-axis, because the coordinates are different. Coordinates should be the same. The coordinates of the reflected point of the image should be the coordinates of the point P itself. Then we say that point is an invariant point with respect to a certain axis, certain line. Alright. So this point P30 is not invariant when it is reflected in the y-axis, because then the coordinates are different. Here it is 30, here it is minus 30. But when the point P30 is reflected in the x-axis, then you see the image, which we call P dash. The image is also 30, same. P is 30 and P dash is also 30. So such a point is called an invariant point. Alright? With respect to, not in general, with respect to this x-axis. Because the same point P, when reflected in the y-axis, it is not an invariant point because the coordinates are now minus 30. But when the point P30 is reflected in the x-axis, then the image P dash, the P dash is having the same coordinates. Alright, because the coordinates are same, so, and this is happening when the point is reflected in the x-axis, so P30 is an invariant point if it is reflected in the x-axis, because then only you will have the same coordinates. Alright? Now, directly I didn't give you the definition of invariant point, but I explained to you. Now, you please write down the definition of invariant point. Please tell me. Write down the definition of an invariant point. I explained to you. Purposely, I am not giving you the definition. I explained to you. I hope you have understood. Now, please, you write down the definition of the invariant point in the comment box. Okay, let me see. Fine. So here the answer will be Okay, the answer is the point 30 is invariant under the reflection in x-axis. That means B option is correct. So you will write down answer. You will write down B. You will write down B like this. You will write down B. But the same point, when it is reflected in the y-axis, that is not an invariant point. When it is reflected in the x-axis, then only it is invariant because the coordinates are same. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now there are 2-3 more questions from the coordinate geometry that I'll discuss in my next video. I hope this is very, very clear, and you should know the coordinates of the point when it is reflected in the x-axis, when it is reflected in the y-axis, when it is reflected in the origin, when it is reflected in the line x is equal to a, when it is reflected in the line y is equal to b. Right. Fine. I hope it's very, very clear. Now the concept is clear. Okay then. Thank you so much. Thanks.